guys, am I the only person who loves picking up little potato bugs? Is it gonna focus? It's not gonna focus, but I was walking out here and I was gonna do a little message, and then, oh, buddy, I dropped him. Where'd you go? There you are. Hi, buddy. He's like, I'm trying to get away from this crazy lady. I found him. He's so cute. Maybe you just connect with nature and bugs, specifically bugs. So maybe you just connect a lot with them. And they just love you. They just love you. Don't go up my shirt, please, okay? There you go. And they just love you. And like nature is just calling to you. Everything is here divinely supporting you. The wind blows in your hair lusciously. Guy or girl, it doesn't matter. Hi, little friend. Where you going? I'm gonna set you down, okay? Because I know you're gonna fall. Hold on. Oop. Here you go. Have a good day, buddy. I'm hearing that you guys are just so nice to everything. Like maybe you guys really did not like bugs, or maybe you're like, bugs can be outside but they can't be in my house, or they can't be on me, and now you're like one with nature. I feel like you're very tuned into what's it called? Snow White. You're like Snow White. You may not have 7 little men following you around, but like nature just comes to you. It's like the squirrels just want to come to you. It's like the birds just want to come to you. Everything is just divinely loving and supporting you. And no matter what you do, wherever you are, wherever you go, your own backyard, down the street, at a park, someone else's house, doesn't matter. Nature finds you. And it's beautiful. Well, so upon my earlier video that I posted today, I feel called also, by the way, to stand under this tree. This is my baby tree. I love this tree. My dad was telling me I should cut it down, and I was like, are you kidding me? No, this is my baby. This is my baby. She's such a strong one. Anyways, yeah. What was I saying? Oh, based off of my video earlier today about like, you know, big things happening, new shifts happening, just things happening for you, and you're exiting like a past timeline. You're ending it. It's like a big end of a cycle, and you're stepping into this new cycle. Or maybe you've already stepped into this new cycle and you're like now in step 1 and like phase 1 of this. So today definitely did not go how I had planned, but ironically it kind of went how I anticipated. Does that make sense? So I had planned for something to happen a certain way, but I was also grounded enough to know that however it plays out is how it's meant to play out. So I'm not disappointed, but it is a change in things. So just learning to adapt. Like maybe you guys are in a place where it's a lot easier for you to shift when things aren't working out how you anticipated. And yeah, you guys are just in such a grounded place. You guys are in a place that, I'm struggling with words right now, but I feel like there's such new energy coming in that maybe it feels new to you too. Maybe you're like, I don't know how to describe it, but I just know like something within me feels different. Something around me feels different. The things that I'm doing feels different. And you can feel the shift. You can feel this energy change and exchange, actually. You can feel these energies changing, but you're like, I don't really know what it is, but I know something exciting and amazing is happening. And that's what I'm feeling today, especially with my situation that happened. And so, yeah, things may not have gone how I wanted them to go, but they kind of went how I anticipated. I just kind of felt this energy as like, this is probably how it's going to play out. And it's a difference in self-sabotage. I'm hearing that a lot of you guys were very much into self-sabotage. You would just say, well, it's probably just not going to work out for me, so that's just how it's going to be. And guess what? That's exactly what would happen. It didn't work out for you. And then you would just, you know, laugh in your sarcasm or your satire and just be like, yeah, well, I just said it was going to be that way, and that's what happened, and, you know, whatever. But like, you've always been really in tune with your energy and the energy around you and what you're about to walk into, but sometimes you would self-sabotage. This new energy that you're feeling, you're very tuned in and tapped in, but it's not a self-sabotage. It's a genuine being okay and going with the flow of what's happening in your life. Genuinely being okay with however things play out, because you know it's divine timing. You know that that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to play out. That's how it's just meant to be. And even if you don't quite understand it, you're still very much just like, yeah, this is how it was meant to be. And this is how I'm going to learn from this. I'm going to grow from this. I have lessons to learn, and what am I trying to be taught right now? What is the universe trying to teach me right now? What can I be learning and tapping into you know? I'm feeling this strange energy shift right now. Feeling like there are people that want your downfall. And I'm not sitting here saying everybody. You have a lot of supporters. You're divinely supported too. But I'm feeling like there's some people that were expecting you to not succeed, to not be in the place that you're at right now, to not be as happy with the things that are happening for you. They thought that you would just crumble. Maybe because you used to when things would happen not your way. Maybe you used to just kind of crumble and fall into a self-pity place, or maybe even depression. And people saw that. And so they were anticipating that that's what was going to happen this time around. And they're seeing you hit these curves or pitfalls or just, something happening different. And they're expecting that you're not going to make it through. Or that something you're just going to come crumbling down or fall off your high horse is what I'm hearing. Somebody's just like, well, eventually they're going to fall off. They might look like they have it all now, but there are some energies that are targeting you right now that are definitely not aligned with you, and they are anticipating your downfall. But guess what, boo? You're not going to have a downfall because of the way that you have shifted yourself, your perspective, your energy, the way that you now look at life. The way that you now see everything as abundance and beauty around you, the wind blowing in your hair, the birds tweeting beautifully up in the trees. Everything is divinely made for you, protecting you, setting you up for success because you're doing the inner work and because you've chose to no longer be your own martyr, your own victim. You're not going to sit here and be like, feel bad for me. You're going to sit here and say, wow, that was a rough patch. That was really difficult to get through. And you acknowledge those feelings. You validate yourself, which is a huge part of the healing process. You validate yourself. And then you say, you know what? I'm going to learn from this. What can I learn from this? What am I being taught? And a lot of you guys I'm hearing, you already know what the lesson is. And literally in those moments, you're like, I know what the lesson is and I've learned it. And it's not a cocky knowing of like, I know, it's fine. No, it's a very much like you're so tuned in and tapped into the universe, to God, to source, to yourself, that there's just trust and faith and hope, and that's all you're full of, plus love and light. But like there's little to no doubt involved in your new game, is what I'm calling it. Why do I feel like I have a pimple on my nose? What is this, guys? What is this? But even then, it's like you might have been so mad to see a pimple on your face, and now you're just like, no, that's part of me. It's beautiful, and it's part of the cycle that I go through. Just like the moon goes through cycles, you go through cycles. Your body, your skin, your hair, your mentality, things go through cycles. But you are so grounded in your assuredness, in your level of understanding that you are so divinely protected, and that the universe and God, source, has so much planned for you, and you can feel that and you know that, so you no longer question when things don't go your way because you're not so fixated and stuck on things having to go your way. Of course, we have our hopes, we have our desires, we have what we think is going to be best for us and aligned with us, but oftentimes there's things that are better than what we even thought could happen. And that's what happens when something doesn't go your way and something curves and pushes you off the other side, or directs you this way. You're just like, cool, all right. I mean, I may not understand it, but I know it's going to be better than what I was anticipating before. And you're thankful and grateful for those curves. You're thankful and grateful for those new things that kind of stepped in the way, or maybe slowed a process down or sped a process up, because you know that it's divinely aligned with you. Whatever that is. You guys are so amazing. And this energy shift, I know you feel it. This is not something new. I'm not telling you guys something new. This channeled message isn't something to inform you guys. This is simply just confirmation that this place that you are in, that you've stepped into, this this manifesting. Look at, they're just like, the tree just wants to like fall and rain on me. It's so beautiful. You guys, thank you. It's so pretty. Yeah, it's like people just want to give you things. I'm talking not just nature too. I mean, definitely nature, but I'm talking about like people just want to give you compliments. I'm hearing that you don't go a day anymore without a compliment from somebody, usually a stranger too, somebody who doesn't genuinely know you. They just see your energy, your vibrance, your radiance. They see your outfit. They see how you hold yourself, how you speak, your confidence you walk around with. Even if you do have a little bit of fear and doubt associated with something that you're personally going through, people just see this effervescent light and radiance coming from you, and they are in awe. they're in awe of it. And the ones that are jealous or haters or whatever, you just send them love. Like, you don't even pay attention. Yeah, exactly. Confirmation wind. You just send them love because you know that they're hurting, that they're feeling their own things. They're feeling their own things, and they're just projecting on you. You know what? And you're not that old version of yourself. I love you, tree, but can I have a little bit of a break from it coming on my hair? Maybe just like here. You can fall right here. Yeah, cool, thank you. Also, I'm hearing nature. Nature listens to you too. Isn't that crazy? You can be like, hey, tree, I want you to reach down and touch me. And its branches start moving and it reaches to touch you. Or you can ask for signs like, I want a crow to land here. And you can be so specific, and guess what? It happens. Yeah. I'm also hearing that your words, they've always held power. Everybody's words hold power. But the energy that you have behind it now, the alignedness, the in-tuned version that you are now, people, like humans, want to get to know you. They want to hear what you have to say. They want your advice. They want your opinions. They want to know what you think. And you genuinely are just like, hey, like, you just support them back. You kind of mirror it back, and you're just like, how about, like, I will support you. Yes. And you give them that validation of what they're looking for. But you're not in a place where you're telling them how they need to do things or feel. And they want that answer from you because they feel like you have all the answers, because they see you walking around looking like you have all the answers. And you're genuinely like, no, I just go with the flow and things work out for me. And that's why it seems like I have all the answers, but I don't have all the answers. And people want to come to you and they want your answers, your advice, your opinions. And you're like, hey, lovingly and with respect, what is most aligned with you? What makes you excited? And you kind of put it back on them very lovingly, but you're like, it's not my place to tell you what outfit you should wear. You look beautiful no matter what, but like, what do you feel like? What color stands out to you? What are you most excited to wear? If you put on that skirt versus those jeans, what makes you most excited? If you're wearing another outfit, and I'm just talking about outfits here, just like a small thing. It's just raining flowers. Yay! But yeah, it just, you allow people to see a deeper version of themselves, which scares some people. It definitely does. It makes them look at themselves in a deeper place that they've never looked at themselves at, or they're scared to do so. And because you've done that with yourself, and you know that that's the only way to do so, is to look at your past, to look at the things you are currently to look at your darkness, your demons, if you will, to look at those things and say, okay, well, how can I look at those things with love? And how can I learn to approach those things where I'm not controlling myself and trying to control people around me, and I'm just kind of going with the flow, but knowing this is a part of me, you know? And you share that advice, those opinions, those ideas with other people, and it sparks new creativity in a lot of people. And some people, it scares them or triggers them, and they project back onto you thinking that you don't really know what you're talking about, or I shouldn't have gone to that person to ask them for advice. They're just living in la la land. And then it's like, so what if you're living in la la land and you're just like, I don't care. You know, you're just genuinely being your beautiful, silly, goofy, amazing, shining star self. And yeah, you have a lot of eyes on you. Nature is here to support you. Everything's calling to you. You call to it. It's like you command life and light into people, into the universe, into anything. And I feel like everything just wants to get to know you, because you've genuinely just relinquished and let go of the control aspect that you may have held on to, that you may have felt like was a part of you. You felt like because for the people I'm talking to about this right now, earbud confirmation, I can feel it falling out. For the people I'm talking to right now, you feel like you are some sort of teacher or guide or healer or some sort of person. If we're going to go more into the spiritual thing, like maybe even like a shaman or like a witch, of healer of some sort. Like, you feel like you are meant to help and guide people in some way. And maybe in the past, a past version of you took that to the next extent where you're like, well, I'm going to tell them what they need to do, and they need to listen because I know I'm a teacher and I'm a leader. And you weren't really getting the message across because you also weren't living authentically in your own light. You were kind of living in something you wanted to project onto people because, yes, you did feel that calling. You did feel like that energy belonged to you, like you are some sort of healer, teacher, guide, leader. Yeah, but you may have taken it to an extent where you attempted to tell people how to live their lives or what they need to do or why they need to do it or how they need to do it. And now you are very much like just guided by your intuition, an inner knowing, a deep inner knowing. And the times that you feel like maybe you're not as connected with your inner knowing and you're feeling like, I don't really know which direction to go, you still don't let that anxiety take over and let you just crumble and fall and then hide and hermit like some people are expecting that you're going to do. You are like, okay, well, I'm really struggling to check into my intuition right now. So I'm going to let the universe guide. I'm going to ask God to send me a sign, send me synchronicities, send me something that helps me make a decision moving forward that I'm aligned with. And then it happens. You speak it into existence. You ask for help too. So even though you know you're a healer, you're a guide, you're somebody who's meant to teach and help people, you also aren't afraid to ask others and ask the universe and ask God to help you. And that's such a beautiful, powerful thing, because so many people that call themselves teachers or healers think that they are the everything. They are why do I keep hearing like the bread and butter of life? I don't know. Like they think that it's very egotistical. They may not mean like something bad or evil, but they're very much in there, I know, so follow me. This is what you need to do. And that's not you. You're very much like, well, this is what worked for me and I'll share that. But what is aligned with you? What do you feel? What path do you feel aligned with? What guides you? Yeah, exactly, Tree. I appreciate you for that confirmation. Absolutely. So you guys are beautiful. I love you so much. I can just feel your energy. The wind is just sharing that energy with me. It's just, you guys are powerful forces, and your words matter. And the things that you're sharing, whatever project or thing you're working on, whatever information you're sharing, whatever guidance you're giving, whatever things that you are expressing to the world now, you are living more authentically aligned with yourself. And as you do that, people start to see that shift and change. I mean, you're feeling it and seeing it because you're you, right? You live in this. But people are being like, hang on, who is that person? Who is that guy or girl over there? Like, I want to get to know them. And even people that know you or have known a past version of you feel like they don't know you now. They see something different in you. I'm also hearing that a lot of you guys have started to notice, or maybe you've already lost friends or noticed that your friend group is kind of shifting. As you are shifting out into this new, more aligned version of yourself, you're starting to notice that friends that were your friends, maybe long-term friends, they might still be friends of yours. They might still be some sort of, I'm just hearing like acquaintance. They're kind of, it's almost like they're downgrading, or maybe you are downgrading them, and it's not because they're less than, it's not because you see them as less than, it's that you are up leveling yourself out of caring, out of perfectionism, out of needing their approval, out of needing their advice. I mean, you're willing to accept advice, of course, but like it needs to come from the right people, the right energies, right? And I'm hearing and feeling that a lot of you guys might be experiencing and noticing that some of your inner friend groups and circles are starting to change. You might be seeing, I see a bird as I speak of it. Speaking of crows and birds. Oh, there you go. Yep. You guys might be seeing and feeling that your friend groups are changing. Maybe somebody that you used to message or text or call every day or multiple times a week, it's like now it's like 1 or 2 times a month, or maybe less than that even. And it's not that you think less of them. You can't really answer for what they think about you, but you're feeling this shift. You're feeling like their eyes are on you, but there's this comparison maybe, or maybe they're not as supportive of the places you're going. They see this big energy coming through and you can't avoid it. I can't silence this plane's noise. It's big and loud, and it's right here, and that's what you are. You're just big and loud and right in people's faces, but in the most beautiful, authentic, loving, light-filled way. Not this cocky, controlling, micromanaging, stuck-up way. Not at all. And people might not see that. They might think it's the other way around, where they think it's like this negative thing, but that's because that's where they're at currently with themselves. And since they haven't dove in deeper with themselves and understood that it's possible to genuinely shine and grow and also share love with other people and not have this comparison or this jealousy or this, I'm hearing like the whole thing with no kings going on right now. It's like you don't see yourself as this king, as somebody above others. You see yourself as very much on the same playing field. You just have different gifts, just like other people have different gifts. You have different energy, just like other people have different energy. And you're tuned in and tapped into yourself and God's source spirit, just like other people are tuned and tapped into other things. They may not be tuned in that type of way. They might be tuned in more to what other people think about them, or tuned into how much money they're making, or the success level they think they need to have. But you're not, and so they don't understand that. They can't possibly fathom that, and that's not because of a lack of intelligence on their part. It's just that they can't understand that you or any person could possibly be in that place where they genuinely are shining and growing and glowing and learning, and there's like more wisdom coming from you and more light coming from you, but you're not doing it as like a show-off thing. You're not trying to make people look bad. You're not trying to, if anything, you're trying to pull people up with you. You're trying to be like, hey, follow me. Like, not necessarily the way I did it, but follow your intuition and follow the same path, because you can escape the, I keep hearing bubble, but like you can escape this. I think people call it matrix too, but like you can escape this mindset, this belief that you have to show up this way, you have to work this hard, you have to do this much effort, you have to pay this much money, you have to wear this type of clothing, you have to drive this type of car, you know, to be successful, to be happy, to be joyous, to be genuinely at peace with yourself and in life. And you don't, and you've tapped into that and you've figured that out. Yeah, that's the message. That's literally it, guys. Thanks for letting me talk. Yeah. I just love you guys so much. You guys are such a beautiful soul and beautiful like tribe of people in this family growing, and I just love you guys. You guys are strongly and highly supported, not just by your spirit team, but also by me. Spirit team takes precedence, guys, but like I support you too. I love you guys too. And I can feel the energy and the things that the passions that you guys are working on, these passion projects that you're working on, are so much more aligned with you than the things you were working on. And there was nothing wrong with the things you were doing beforehand, or they're just not aligned with you anymore. And you're grateful for those times and for that place you were in and for those lessons that you learned and those people that you were with and that job that you were at and all these different things. You're grateful for them because they got you to where you are now, in this deep understanding, this deep peace, this deep place of just love and accepting life as it is, as it flows. I love you guys. You guys are so awesome. Come with me to say goodbye to the tree. It's not going anywhere. I'm just going to end the video, but come say goodbye to the tree. Bye, tree. We love you. Thanks for your shade. Thanks for your shade. Thanks for your beauty. Yeah, maybe you guys are starting to like thank your food and nature and clouds. Like maybe it's a super hot day wherever you're at, and then a cloud comes by and it covers the sun for a little bit, and you're like, thank you, I needed that shade, I appreciate you. Or like a tree that just is here and just offers you beauty and serenity and peace while you're just chilling. Okay? You're just being you. The universe is paying you to exist. People are paying you to exist, but everything's paying you to exist. You guys are just existing beings, and I love you. Keep existing. All right. Love you guys. Have a great day.